Hello everyone, Dr. Hawk here once again with another episode of Star Citizen FM. We actually have a good chunk of news to go over. Wingmans Hanger, David Haddock, interviews, Eric's dead, Wingman's dead now, and German. Yes, lots of German news, that is. So yeah, without further ado, let's get to some of the news. Now, I'm going to be, like before, recapping Wingmans, because I have no English right now, Hanger. Yeah, they have a new look, new production value, everything. I should have it playing in picture right now. Very good job, guys. Eric, the crew behind the, Wingmans Hanger, producer. Very nice. A lot better than what I got going right now, which is basically a spinny logo by Pleasure and a awesome picture from Valorant. I'm not saying these are bad. These are awesome, guys. Thank you. I just don't have my face showing yet. I don't know if I'd want to. I'm pretty fugly. But yes, the Wingman's Hanger now has a new production schedule. From the looks of it, they're looking good. Very nice and crisp. So to those of you now on who can take the time to watch it, do so. You should be watching it regardless. You're a Star Citizen fan, right? But yeah, they're looking pretty good. Some of the highlights: the Cloud Imperium Games. They now have, I think he said Dura, and if this is from what I'm familiar with, it is probably related to a cloud storage for companies and work, kind of think like Tortoise SVN, etc. Allows companies or individuals to have their own private cloud storage like Dropbox, except you can give permissions to individuals or groups around the world. So, example, you're working on a game, just like CIG is. Maybe a office in a different area, a few hundred miles away that is not a convenient drive, needs a certain asset. Pop it into the SVN. I'm sorry, I've used that in my work, so I'm used to that. Pop it in the SVN, send it over. They can work on it a lot better than emailing or sending really ridiculous, sized emails or zips to people. So yeah, that's actually a good thing because it increases productivity quite a bit. They hired a new lead designer, Robert Irving. I'm not too familiar with the gentleman, although he does apparently have a Wing Commander background, which is good. And Eric did mention some mention of potentially talking to him later and having a lot of hair, or not. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out. We'll be looking forward to the future interview and meeting Robert Irving. There is also a very interesting reading. If you remember David Haddock from before in the previous episode, there's another chapter of Cassandra's Tears up. Again, by the way, YouTube does not like me linking anything that isn't YouTube. So whenever I try to link with my little boxes for you guys to click, they don't work. So any links to what I'm talking about you will always find in the description. Check out David Haddock's Cassandra's Tears, and check out the reading from Alistar. And for shits and giggles, I will allow that to play.
Good climax.
Thank you, Alistar.
What the hell?
Oh, come on. You guys didn't think I'd actually put the whole chapter on here. Come on. Everything I'd encourage you guys to check the links out. I'm trying to give you guys a condensed ADHD condensed ADHD version of Wingman's Hanger. Any news, because I know, and I have been told, some of you guys are in transit or going to work and you listen to this, so thank you, by the way. That actually makes me feel warm and fuzzy and slightly narcissistic, I believe. You can't pronounce words. I feel good about myself and you're inflating my ego, so thank you. But yeah, so check out that chapter, either read it or listen to it. It is very humorous and I enjoyed it quite a bit. So yeah, check out the Cassandra's Tears from David Haddock. Some of the other stuff that went over in Wingman's Hanger. Eric mentioned they are looking into ways to incorporate the fans into the show. Now, this explains why I have yet to have an interview with them. I am still trying to talk to CIG guys. I want to do a proper interview with one of them, keep everything nice and neat. I know you guys have been asking me But you know, we got to do this proper. We don't want to break NDA, subscriber content, etc. But if this is true, this could explain and both help. Well, actually, this would help not just me, anyone. You know, Zane, Mira, you know, anyone could just, you know, pop in and yeah, talk to Eric. This would be pretty cool. Eric, Chris, CIG, you guys, awesome, man. You know, you guys call us a awesome community. You guys are awesome developers. For that, you get cake, and it is not a lie. And you know, you wouldn't have this community if it wasn't for the work and the jolly cooperation and, you know, forthright attitude that you guys have. You know, we're happy to be here for you guys. You know, that hat, pleasure. Again, you are a boss. Yeah, you know, come on. Of course we're gonna love you. So yeah, they're planning to incorporate fans into Wingmans Hanger. I'm really looking forward to see how that is, even if it's just a basic Skype call with a picture-in-picture. I'm all for it. I might hide my face. Eric, I'm up for it, but I like being a man of mystery and danger. Somewhat. So, yes, fans potentially in Wingman's Hanger. Looking forward to it. Eric also took some time to answer some community questions. Again, you can check the interview, the episode, if you'd like to hear your name. I'd like you to go check it so you can hear your name if you recalled. Although, if I will be recapping them so you would know, who asked. One of the first ones is Sandy. You know, the awesome lady they have at CIG. Will she be in the game? Yes, or at least Eric says yes. How? Don't know. Will, for confirm, don't know. Eric said so, so I'm gonna say Eric said Sandy will be in the game. And I expect her to be piloting the most pimped out vehicle in the game, firing laser beams and suns at players as they... I don't really know where I was going with this. I was trying to envision her as some sort of Super Saiyan. There you go. Put her into a game as a Super Saiyan. There you go. Wouldn't need a spaceship then. So Sandy will be in the game. Chris Roberts apparently has a dragon of a PC. I don't know if he actually has a dragon. Those are my words, not Eric's. The question was asked what kind of computer Chris Roberts has. It's a beast. They'll be posting his system specs and everything later. I would like to see this because I would really like to know eventually if I will be able to play Star Citizen on this laptop. I doubt it. In that case, I need a computer. But if you would like to see what the Master uses for, graphics that make your eyes bleed and enjoy, then yes, Eric shall be posting that later for you. Another question that was asked: can exploration be a profitable career? Previous games, no. Here's 10 experience, or 5, broken toothpicks and 2 used condoms. Well, fuck, why would I do that? Eric says that this is not the case. You will be paid for your exploration, and this isn't just the jump points that have been mentioned before. This could be things ranging from secret jump points. So, for example, A and B system are linked together. However, C system is linked by B system. So, what if there was a secret A to C jump point? That's how I interpret it. So, if I messed that up, I'm sorry. Call me out if I made the mistake. But that would be pretty cool. As well as secret bases, secret stuff, secrets. Everybody likes secrets, and you will be paid for your secrets. Okay, that's kind of suggestive, but whatever. So, exploring. I've always liked exploring. I will do that. Dr. Hawk will explore. As well, Eric was killed. Wingman is dead. There is no more Wingman. Okay, no, that's not true. last episode I covered permadeath. I had some complaints. I'm sorry, guys. I am a really bad person to make an argument. I can't argue for the life of me. I'm very impartial to everything. You could say, you know, this game sucks, and I'd probably say sure. And then somebody else would say this game is awesome. I'd say sure. I don't see the need for conflict. However, permadeath is the topic of the day still. People are still talking about it. I think I even contributed to the problem. Sorry. I should not be feeding flames and trolls and fire. Eric has words of wisdom for us. Chill out. We've only been exposed to a small amount of what, you know, they plan to do. And, you know, this is true. Even from a game dev perspective, I should have assumed this. You know, we don't know what's happening yet. I don't have any solid facts. So, until we have a more fleshed out example of what they are going to do with death and the consequences of such, the best we can do is just sit and wait and see what they, you know, provide. I'm not going to discuss it anymore. There's no point beating a dead horse. What's said is said, and in the meantime, we wait for further updates. Now, again, some of the other things, Pleasure, I'm just keep mentioning him because you know what? You're awesome, man. And actually seeing Eric wear that hat was pretty cool. I saw him wear it before when he was on the chat roll and streaming, but that is a pretty damn cool hat, buddy. Props to you. Good job on that. Now, I expect you to have a spaceship, possibly a Firefly class vessel, ready and branded with their logo, and you'll have to ignore my phone. With their brand and logo, and I expect that ship to be with Eric and him flying around in it. Get to work, buddy. Some of the other highlights and stuff that he went over was some real-world highlights. This is a new portion of the show, and I actually encourage it. Educating the masses is always a good thing. They focused on deep space industries, and I did remember seeing this in the news a few days ago. Deep Space Industries, I'll be putting a link to them. They're a company that is looking into the prospect of mining asteroids for minerals, etc. This has been debated before I was born, and you know, it's not an old topic, but it's focusing on the real life science and the real life view of asteroid mining. I won't go into huge detail over it, but there should be a link in the description below. So if you're interested in checking that out, go ahead. The reason this interests me is, why are they talking about it on Star Citizen? Sure, you could just educate someone, but at the same time, will asteroid mining, in the sense that Deep Space plans to go be part of Star Citizen? Put on your speculation cap, guys. Dr. Hawk is speculating. I don't know. I find it weird. Why would you start, you know, educating the masses when you're talking about your game? I smell a rat, or a trap, or maybe a rat in a trap on fire. I don't know. However, check it out, Deep Space Industries. It's a very cool prospect, and if you're a big nerdy fucker like me, you'll be all over that. Another thing they did, interview with Chris Olivia, their Chief Visual Officer. If you would like to check that out, that was near the end of the interview. Again, I encourage you to check these out because I'm giving you the condensed squirrel. Okay, it's gone. I'm giving you the condensed ADHD versions, and, you know, sometimes I would like to promote their site over mine because I don't actually have that good quality, in my opinion. Wingmans Hanger, that is pretty much, I think I covered all the points. Covered most of the points, most of the major things. There's also been some forum stuff going along. Some of it interesting, some of it people arguing. I have been asked to cover some forum stuff. I am not going to cover anything from the forums unless I know it is fact and true, or at least close as possible. So, For example, I know they revealed some of the ships, like the Bengal and the Destroyer, and I know they're there. I'd like to confirm, but I want actual pictures I can show people. I want statistics. I want to show people that this ship will be able to do this ship, because once the game releases, I want to be like, okay, well, here's a Let's Play of 300i. Here's a Let's Play of the Destroyer. Yes, there's a Destroyer mentioned. And quick note to CIG, if there is no battleship, I will be upset. You can't have a Destroyer without a battleship. Or at least that's my opinion. But yeah, eventually, I want to make sure I give the proper stats. I know I could just mention them now, and that's what people are, but subject to change. Could even be cut, right? I don't want to report and do something in depth on something that could potentially get cut or changes completely down the pipeline. Things change because they have to. However, there were two forum articles that were given to me. Andy B and LeChuck, thank you very much for that. The topic in discussion, and I should have an image going up, and I just have to switch to my different notes, was from a German magazine called GameStar. Zane, Pleasure, they've mentioned this before. Obviously, here in Canada, I don't get anything awesome, so, well, shit. On the cover, we have a beautiful image of a Vandal. He is the most handsome-looking motherfucker I've ever seen in the world. I'm definitely going to... No. There was a quote mentioned earlier by Chris Roberts that, at the sight of a Vandal, you should not get the impression they want to hold hands and talk about international understanding. I think he's a rapist. Possibly. Does not have a good dentist. Might have to refer him to my father. Very good dental work. Uses laser beams. Southgate Dental Center. Check it out. If you should. So yeah, we get a good image of the Vandal. I'm pretty sure subscribers have already seen it, or maybe I'm just really slow because I haven't seen them yet, and I'm going, holy cow, let's not meet you in the dark alley. I would like to meet you with my mass driver. Some good stuff in this, sort of cross-referencing and skimming, because some of it was translated. I'm having a hard time figuring out what exactly was being said. Some pros or cons were gone over. One of the points that was brought up was in-game money is purchasable. I remember before Chris Roberts and company saying they did not want to go with the pay-to-win route, and I would really hope they don't, because a game can be easily torn asunder just by the pay-to-win route. I don't see them doing that, and honestly, I don't have a problem with people purchasing cash. I used to, but as you get a job and grow up, you learn not everybody has 24 hours in a day to dedicate to playtime, and sometimes you just like to accelerate your experience. And by buying money or stuff, remember, the person is not buying skill. That's the primary complaint I see once in a while from people. Oh, they're buying the Super Death Star beam! Hacks! Yeah, no, if they don't know how to use that Super Death Star beam, what good are they at using it? What good is a person who is buying a Destroyer? Has he learned how to... Is it slow? Does it have a good shielding? Is there a flow to using this craft? That person bought a 300i. Is he going to automatically be the Wedge Antilles or, Red Baron of the Star Citizen universe? Experience comes with, time and effort, so... what these people are only doing is cutting out the grindy part. And as long as they're not purchasing, an I win button or something, power to them. I would, for example, if you're playing with your friend, he is busy, he codes every night or is a welder or whatever. Yet your contract, you got a lot of free time, you can play every night. Do you really want to have to wait for him? Or, speed ahead of him because you two can't play, or do you guys want to kind of match each other up? So it's a bad example, but you can keep pace with each other a lot easier. And plus, they get some extra cash. All more development to CIG. Some other points, more interviews with Chris Roberts. One of the interesting points I did see that kind of interested me was revolving around the persistent universe. But the idea that if you found in a very important history-related NPC. And he's gone. He won't be respawned. So it won't be like World of Warcraft or any other MMO where, you know, this character that everybody else, you know, like the Lich King, goes to kill. He doesn't just respawn. He stays dead in the Star Citizen universe. He's gone. And whoever did that action will be ingrained in history forever. Which would be pretty cool, because I would like to have my name plastered around a few things in the SC universe, but we'll work on that. Again, some other points about permadeath and characters, I don't want to touch that until we have more. There was also some new info that I didn't know before. We have some projected, and I say projected, dates for when we would actually be able to test the game, and if I would find out if my little laptop would melt. We will get the Hangar module, supposedly, in 2013 of June. So in 2013 June, we will be able to test the Hangar module. There we will be able to test our inventory and the menus, and we can walk around in the hangar. Sadly, we will not be able to take a seat in our pledged ship. That's good. At the same time, this is all beta alpha testing, so good. Social module, 2/13 of September. Planetary stations, we can hang out in pubs, chatting with other characters, and scour the mission offer. Here, Mira, Alara, and all our piratey pirates can drink rum and be merry. Chat computer-controlled characters and interactions with other players will be tested in this module. Sounds awesome. And then the multiplayer alpha on December. There's a Z in there, I don't know why. December 2013. The test of module aircraft and weapon balance is not to begin before the end of the year and then gradually expanded. It will get started with probably ship duels between 2 players, and then later larger space battles are to be scheduled. So there we go. We have an idea of when we will be able to play the game. Very exciting. Looking forward to it. First thing I'm probably going to do is see if I can put a crap load of explosives onto something, because any good problem can always be solved with a high application of high explosives. I didn't even really have much planned out for after that, other than some new announcements. I have had requests to get my show into a podcast format. Drum roll. I don't know how to do that. I've never actually done anything like this before. I've hosted and done new stuff, but I've never actually done everything. I don't know what I'd have to do to set up a podcast or some sort of downloadable format for you guys. Like, I know basically I could like turn it into an MP3 and put it on a Dropbox, but if there's a really nice, neat way of doing this, this is actually a shout out to everyone. Can I have a hand? I don't know where to go from here. I'm searching on the internet. Like, I don't know. I'd rather have people who've had experience than just following some tutorial and finding out that that was the inoptimal way of doing it. Dr. Hawk, you dumbass, what are you doing? So, if you guys have an idea, contact me. starcitizen@gmail.com. Or if you see me on the chat roll or the forums, shout out and tell me how to do it right. Anyways, this is Dr. Hawk, signing off. It was a pleasure, and Eric, I look forward to talking to you guys in the future. You guys take care, and fly safe. Bye, Mira.